everybody. How is everybody doing today? I am beyond excited. First and foremost, I want to welcome you guys to today's masterclass, the masculine and feminine energy balance for an aligned and abundant business. I am absolutely so grateful that you guys have taken this time to commit to yourself and to your business. And I know that because you are here, you are ready to step into that next level of growth, because I set an intention to call in only those who really are ready for that next level of growth. So I know that if you're here and you're watching live or you're watching the replay, you are ready, you are in the right place, okay? Today, I'm going to help you to understand some of the energetic patterns that are running the show in your business and maybe causing you to feel uninspired, overwhelmed, exhausted. And instead, we're going to talk about how to unlock the empowered energies within that will help you to create an aligned and abundant business that you are excited and fulfilled by every single day, okay? And really how to see more results working less hours. So my intention for this masterclass is to really empower you with what I wish I would have known and what would have been available to me 23 years ago when I was first starting my business, or really any time after that, right? It would have saved me a lot of time, a lot of energy, and a lot of frustration, a lot of overwhelm, anxiety, and even plenty of tears. And so this is not at all going to be something that traditional business programs talk about, but it is quite literally what I believe will make the difference between building a business that you feel excited by, motivated to build, and deeply fulfilled by, not to mention abundant, and one that feels draining or overwhelming and, maybe profitable, but at a cost to some other area of your life. Okay. And so all I ask is that you bring an open heart and an open mind, and that you open up to the idea that there might be a different way to do business, right? A way that is more aligned, that is more energizing, that is more fulfilling, and that really, frankly, doesn't have to be so hard. Okay. So if you are a healer, a coach, a wellness practitioner, or really a transformation-based entrepreneur, okay, and let me know down in the chat, what is it that you do? Who do you serve? What do you do? Chances are, though, you desire to make an impact on others while also creating an abundant business and life that sets your soul on fire. Would you agree? You want to step into your purpose. You want to make a difference in the world, and you want to be able to support your own personal dreams as well as give to the ones that you love. And you want to be able to wake up each day to maybe a schedule full of clients that excite, energize, and inspire you, right? And you also want to get paid for doing work that fulfills you without feeling so confused and overwhelmed and exhausted by it. You want to feel that freedom and that flexibility to build your business around the life that you want, so that you can spend more time doing the things that you enjoy and connecting with those who you care about without worrying about the impact that it's going to have on your business. Amazing. So there may be a few things that are standing in your way of getting what it is that you want, right? You might be spending hours and weeks spinning your wheels, overthinking every decision, wanting everything to be perfect before you move forward in your business. You may be comparing yourself to others and questioning whether you're qualified enough to offer your services, or if maybe you need more training or experience. You may find yourself working a ton of hours, neglecting your own well-being, feeling disconnected with your family. You know that creating social media content is an important part of building your business, as an example, but you second guess your posts and you often don't feel inspired to write anything, right? Anybody feeling that way at all? You may be lacking clarity, confidence, or direction when it comes to who you serve, what you offer, and how to find your unique voice in a flooded market, right? Some of you are feeling a pull inside to offer something new or to move in a new direction in your business, but you're unsure of how. And you question whether or not you're going to be successful at it, right? And some of you have shared with me that you feel uninspired, bored, stuck, or lacking motivation, right? And there are some of you who are putting out your offers or selling your products and services and creating those offers that you think that people want and need, but they don't necessarily excite you, or you don't feel as passionate about them the way that maybe you used to in the past. So let me know if you can relate to any of those, okay? Or which one of these maybe you feel like you can relate to, okay? So you may be wondering how I know all of these things, or if I'm reading your mind. And well, I am an intuitive, but that's not how I know. Okay. So, as a holistic healer and a heart based entrepreneur for over 23 years, I have been exactly where you are right now. I promise you, any of those things that I just mentioned, I have been there. I have felt lost. I have felt confused. I have felt overwhelmed. I have questioned myself, doubted whether I could really turn my passion into profit. And not only have I overcome all of these obstacles personally and created multiple successful businesses, I've helped hundreds, really actually thousands of other women just like you to do the same. Okay. So if you are lacking clarity, confidence, and focus in your business, or if you just simply feel overwhelmed and you're exhausted, let me assure you that it is not your fault. Okay. Your soul knows its purpose and it wants to express it through your work. However, your mind is programmed to stay stuck and causes you to act, react, and make decisions based in fear, doubt, and sabotage. Okay. Luckily, I know how to help you shift these patterns so you can get unstuck and start taking inspired action from an empowered place. Okay. Something else that I see often is that we are taught to design our business structures and our offers from the what instead of the why, which causes us to create a business that's often out of alignment with our core values, our passions, our unique life purpose, and the life we desire. Okay, luckily, I know how to help you connect with the feminine energies of desire, passion, and purpose. And then you can build the structures from that place around your business so that your business is an authentic expression of your highest self, right? And so there are many mixed messages in the marketplace. There are courses, there are gurus that have convinced you that there is only one strategy for success, which disempowers you from connecting with your own inner wisdom and creating a business that feels aligned to you. And luckily, I'm not that kind of coach, so I'm going to teach you strategies while empowering you to know how to look within so that you always have an inner compass that will point you in the right direction for your business. And lastly, traditional business programs teach a very masculine based hustle approach that causes us to either burn out or sacrifice other areas of our life. Okay. And luckily, I'm going to teach you how to come into alignment in your business so you can 10x your results working less hours. Okay. Does that sound good? Let me know in the chat if that sounds good. So if you are tired of hustling, lacking clarity and inspiration, feeling stuck, or wondering how you're going to scale to the 10K months when you are exhausted, just trying to make a few sales, then this masterclass is for you. Okay, so stick with me. I'm going to show you how to turn your passion and purpose into profit without sacrificing relationships, health, or sanity. Okay, does that sound good? So I do have a little disclaimer here, okay? And so the information in this webinar is for educational purposes only. It is based on the individual results of the people in the presentation, not meant to be seen as typical. Results are based on various factors such as effort, individual needs, skill set, commitment level, time, etc. All right, so who the heck am I? Well, my name is Ali Sievewright. I've been in the wellness industry since 1999. I started my own company, Karma Healing Solutions, in 2002. I am a holistic business coach, an authentic selling specialist, and a Reiki master teacher. I'm also the founder of the Selling from Your Soul Abundance Academy, where I primarily help other healers, coaches, and wellness-based entrepreneurs to authentically stand out online and inspire social media followers to step into their paid offers without hustling or pushy sales strategies. I have trained thousands of professionals in both healing modalities and business growth for over 23 years, and worked with entrepreneurs in really every sector of business, from one-to-one, group programs, courses, retail, network marketing, you name it, I've done it. On a personal note, I have two amazing daughters and one stepdaughter. And I got married in 2018 to my love, Bob, who is also a heart-led entrepreneur in the wellness space. And together we have built our business to support the life we want, which includes a lot of family, fun, flexibility, and travel. So my journey as a heart-based entrepreneur has had its ups and downs over the past 23 years. There is no straight line to success. However, if you are willing to look at the fears, the doubts, the beliefs about money, your value, the sabotaging patterns that are not only keeping you stuck in your business, but in life, along with truly connecting with your purpose on this planet, I believe that building a heart-based business is one of the most rewarding things that you can do. It allows you the opportunity to do the deep healing personally and on a soul level when you connect with your purpose, and you are able to share your own unique gifts, your life experiences, and your knowledge with someone else who may be at the earlier stages in their journey. And what I've learned though, about building an online business is that there is an easy way and there is a hard way. And I've done both. And when I say easy, I don't mean that it doesn't require work and commitment, okay? That we don't put the hours in and that we just kind of sit back and meditate on our future without taking action. I mean that there is a way to build your business that is in alignment with your deepest passions, your core values, your strengths, and what excites you. And there's a way to build your business to support that life that you desire instead of building it based on someone else's expectations or what you think you should be doing instead of where your soul is calling you. Now, for years, I was acting, reacting, and making decisions in my business from a place of self-doubt and fear that were either keeping me stuck and lacking motivation to build my business because of the overthinking, the people pleasing, and the lack of boundaries. And before I hit rock bottom in 2012, I felt this calling inside to move in a new direction, but my fears and insecurities stopped me from listening to my intuition and going after my desires. And this frustration of not feeling like I was offering what I really wanted to offer, in combination with fear around not having enough and operating in this scarcity mode, led me to hustle in my business and eventually burn out. It took a serious toll on my own physical and emotional well-being, as well as on my family. And I spent more time staring at screens than engaging with my loved ones, right? I felt pulled in a million different directions, felt like I was on autopilot on life, and not feeling connected with either my work or my loved ones. And so it's safe to say that the business that I had created was not supporting the life that I wanted, because I was operating from my survival self. I was totally out of alignment. And as a result, everyone in my life who I loved most, including myself, suffered. Okay. So, 2012 was my rock bottom. There was this voice that was telling me to switch directions, right? And I had this feeling that I was meant to do more than what I was doing, and that I needed to explore this new direction in my business and offer a different type of service, working with a new type of client. But I let fear take over me and I ignored that voice inside. And the voice was growing louder and louder. But I shoved it down because I questioned whether I was qualified to offer these new services. And I didn't see a path out of what I was currently doing. Let me know if any of you guys can relate to that. And just kind of feeling stuck in what it is that you're doing and you don't see the path out, right? And so what I was doing was paying the bills, even if it was at the cost of my own health and happiness, right? So I was building my business from fear rather than listening to what my soul wanted. And eventually, the universe forced me to change directions against my own will. So after years of hustling, exhaustion, lacking boundaries on my time, not feeling excited about what I was doing anymore, I hit rock bottom. My body literally gave out on me. I was diagnosed with chronic fatigue syndrome and fibromyalgia, an autoimmune and pain condition that kept me disabled and in bed and unable to care for myself or my children. We hired someone to live in our house to take care of my kids because I literally could not. And so overnight, my family lost half its income when I could no longer work. And on top of that, the medical bills were piling up. We were headed for bankruptcy. And so I spent the next 3 years searching for answers. I discovered a nutritional detox program that not only brought my body into balance and allowed me to heal, but gave me the opportunity to earn an additional stream of income, sharing it with others in a way that allowed me to leverage my time. And so I was able to then step into the next chapter of my life with a renewed sense of purpose, sharing what helped me to heal, and with a new perspective around growing a business from a place of alignment, right? Learning how to work smarter instead of harder, and how to structure my business so that I could have the freedom and flexibility to be present with my kids without worrying about where the money was coming from. And so I was able to 10x the results I was creating in my business, working less hours because the energy in which I was taking action from was no longer based in fear. It was based in excitement, passion, and service. And the business structure that I created was from that space. And so because of that, I became magnetic to those who I was meant to serve, which allowed me to thrive without sacrificing my physical, mental, emotional, or relationship health. And I was able to go from disabled and headed for bankruptcy to the thriving business that I have today that allows me to wake up and just love every aspect of what it is that I'm doing, building my business for my highest self rather than my survival self. And so there are many lessons that I learned during that time and throughout the past 23 years building my own business and helping others. And of course, we don't have time to go into all of them today, but I do want to talk about some very important key concepts that don't get discussed in traditional business programs, but that I believe are critical in order to not only create a thriving business, but one that you are actually excited, inspired, and energized by. Okay. And that is the idea. Let's just begin with the overall idea that everything is energy. Okay. We are made of energy. Our thoughts, our brain waves, our heart, all the cells in our body, our beliefs are made of energy, our experiences, our emotions. This invisible energy connects us to everyone and everything. And this energy is felt by our potential clients, and it directly impacts the results in your business. So the energy in which you take action in your business will not only dictate your success, but even more than that, your level of joy, excitement, and fulfillment. And many of you are familiar with the concepts of manifestation and the law of attraction. These ideas that we explore in my business programs and that we're going to touch on today so that you have an idea of what I'm talking about. But what we've learned from science and quantum physics is that the vibration or the energy in which we operate in attracts and repels certain people and situations to us that match that frequency. So, for example, if my predominant thoughts, beliefs, habits are focused on what I don't have and what I can't control and what's bad in my life and how I don't have any money, then I will attract more of those situations to validate that energetic state. Okay. So, as an energy healer, I knew how energy applied to our emotional, physical, and spiritual health. I understood that certain life experiences and beliefs and thoughts that we hold in our energy field could affect our body, mind, and spirit. But what I didn't understand, which I do now, is how your entire business is actually an energy. Okay. So your business is an energy and it's an extension of you, which means that it grows as you grow, personally, spiritually, professionally. Your results are a reflection of not only the strategies that you're taking in your business, but the energy in which you implement those strategies or the energy in which you take action. So, for instance, if I have a great marketing strategy to promote my program, but inside I am not lit the F up with excitement about what I'm offering, or I feel uncomfortable about putting myself out there, or I worry that people are judging me or that I'm going to look pushy, right? Or maybe I'm not confident in my own abilities and I question if I need more certifications or who's going to pay. That energy comes through when I go to take the action in my business. So I might be doing all the things. A lot of you are doing all the things, right? You're writing the emails, you're writing content on social media, maybe you're doing Facebook Lives, but the energy behind what I'm doing, if it's an energy that lacks certainty, or if it's in an energy of fear and doubt, then the person on the other end is going to feel that. So when we make decisions in our business from our conditioning, our limiting beliefs, our sabotaging patterns, we wind up with a business that is out of alignment with our true self. And we may struggle to see the success that we want, or we'll see the success, but at the cost of either relationships or our health, like it was for me. Okay. And so we may find ourselves exhausted, hustling, struggling, drained, uninspired, burnt out, or working a million hours and not seeing the results, feeling overwhelmed, anxious, and like we're pushing our business up a hill. And we may also lack fulfillment in what we're doing, right? When we're out of alignment. And so, since all of the aspects of our lives are interconnected, when we're feeling exhausted, uninspired, and overwhelmed in our business, it is that much harder to show up as the best version of ourselves in our personal life. And so, this impacts our relationships. Let me know if you can relate to that at all. You might, find yourself getting short with your kids, or yelling at them for no reason, or taking your frustration out on the people around you, neglecting your own emotional or physical needs just to work through your exhaustion, right? And you may find yourself lacking motivation in your business or lacking focus needed to take action. And then you sort of get into this vicious cycle of beating yourself up for not doing the things in your business, or letting the day go by and feeling like you didn't get anything done, right? You're forcing yourself to motivate. So when you're out of alignment in your business, it's like trying to swim upstream. Okay, it takes more effort to see the result. And even if you do see the result, it leaves you feeling exhausted. Okay, and you wind up working more hours than necessary because the hours that you are working aren't as productive. And so I want you to think of abundance like water in a garden hose. The water is always available to you as long as the hose is turned on. And just like abundance is infinite and always available to you. Okay, however, if there's a kink in the garden hose, or a misalignment, as we'll call it, you aren't going to be able to access all of it. So you may be able to access some of it if there's a small kink, but it's going to be a slow process and it's going to get frustrating fast. And this is really no different than in your business. If there is a part of your business that is kinked or out of alignment, it's going to take longer and more work to see the results. Now, some areas, and let me know if any of these resonate for you, but some areas where we can get out of alignment might be in the structure of our business. So maybe we have kids and we need flexibility, but the structure of our business is very rigid. So it's stressful to try to manage and feels overwhelming. Maybe it's in your offers. They're not as exciting to you anymore. Maybe you're putting out things that you think that people need instead of what you actually want, right? Maybe you don't have a niche so that you're having trouble standing out online, or the niche that you're in is not as exciting to you anymore. It doesn't feel aligned to where you are right now in your life. Maybe there are beliefs about yourself, your offers, your confidence that are not congruent with your vision, right? Or beliefs around selling or what that has to look like. And maybe the energy in which you're taking action and comes from fear or scarcity instead of inspiration. Or like myself, you feel a calling to move in a new direction in your business, but you're not taking steps toward that new vision because you don't know how, and you second guess yourself, or you don't trust that your intuition is guiding you to the right place, right? Maybe the strategy that you're using right now comes from this rigid idea that it has to be done one way, or someone told you that this was the only way to build a business, but it doesn't feel authentic to you. And so when there are these misalignments, there's going to be resistance that you will bump up against, like swimming upstream, instead of flowing with the current. And so when we get into alignment, it is really the equivalent of unkinking the hose or swimming downstream, in that it takes less effort to see more results. And this is how we 10x our results without hustling, without struggling, without feeling burnt out. When you are building all of the aspects of your business from your most authentic self, from your gifts, your desires, your core values, and the life that you desire, that is when you become magnetic to abundance. And so the energy that you are working in can either be like rocket fuel for your business, allowing you to see more results with less time, or it can be like pressing the brake on your business, slowing it down and requiring more time and energy to see the results, and more resistance along the way. Okay. So is this resonating for you guys? Let me know which aspect of this is resonating. Donna says yes. Maria, welcome, guys. I'm just popping into the chat right here. Donna says she guides women who are seeking clarity, calm, focus, alignment. Amazing. Yes, yes, yes. Let me know where you feel like maybe there's a misalignment. And we're going to keep going. We're going to dive much deeper into this to give you some more clarity around where there may be a misalignment and how to get back into alignment. Okay. All right. So, in order to build a business that is not only successful, but in alignment with your soul's mission, your core values, passions, and the life you desire, you need to have the balance of both the empowered masculine and feminine energies within. Now, what I have found in my own personal business and in working with thousands of entrepreneurs who have felt out of alignment, it is because they're building their business typically in one of these primary energies without the balance of the other. And this can cause a wide range of issues that we're going to talk about today. But first and foremost, I just want to set the record straight here. When we talk about masculine and feminine energy patterns, it is important that you understand that this has absolutely nothing to do with gender. Okay. All genders have both masculine and feminine energy patterns within them. Okay. So regardless of how you identify, it doesn't matter. Just think about it similar to opposite or opposing energies, the yin and yang, both of which we need for balance. So one is not bad and one is not good, right? We need the empowered versions of both of them. Okay. Okay, so let's talk about what the empowered versions of these energies look like. These are the characteristics that we need in order to be in alignment in our business. Now, some of you have the empowered masculine nailed, but may have a hard time with the feminine. And some of you have the feminine nailed, right? And you're maybe struggling with the masculine. Okay, some of you may be struggling in both of these categories. That's probably the majority of you, actually. But it's going to be different for everybody. Okay, Now, the masculine energy traits in its empowered state are structure, strategy, focus, time management, goal setting, courage, commitment, motivation, boundaries. And some people like to refer to this as more of the left brain or the logical side. Okay, so if it's easier for you to think of it around that, the aspect or the energy within that focuses on facts and figures and knowledge and strategy and information. Okay, while the feminine energies of that we need are creativity, desire, passion, intuition, vision, emotional resilience, connection, grace, and self-love. Sometimes people refer to this as being right brain or like the creative side, right? Or even referring to the energy of the heart and soul, where the focus is on feelings, emotions, passions, and desire. Now, if you're too far into the masculine, then your top focus may be the action taking. But if you're not tapped into that feminine energy of passion and desire, you may find yourself taking action from a place of hustle or working a lot of hours, but not from a place of inspiration and excitement, more from a place of fear, from a place of lack or scarcity or obligation, taking action from a place of expectation instead of desire. Okay. Or you may create content because you feel like that's what you're supposed to do, but you're lacking in creativity or inspiration. So the content doesn't flow easily to you. Can you guys relate to that at all? Where you just feel like you're like forcing yourself to show up and create the content, but you're not really feeling inspired, like to say much. And you're just doing it because you think that that's what you're supposed to be doing, basically. Now, as an example of being too far in the feminine, let me know if you relate to this. Maybe you have a lot of ideas. You have a lot of things that you're excited about and passionate about, but you're missing the structure or strategy to carry those out. So you might have like lots of journals filled with visions and ideas, but you're not taking action on any of them. You're not trusting yourself to take those next steps. Okay. Let me know which of those you think just kind of off the hop you might be kind of leaning toward. Okay. So let's talk about this now. The disempowered masculine, okay, is the one who is rigid, who keeps the structure but without flexibility, who often works from the place of expectation, obligation, or I should be doing this. I need to do this. If I don't send 3 emails a week, or I don't post on social media daily, or whatever it is that you're telling yourself that you need to be doing, people are going to forget about me, right? The disempowered masculine works from this belief that if I'm not doing it a certain way, I'm doing it wrong. It's this mentality of working harder to make more money rather than working smarter, right? Go, go, go mentality, never stopping to take a break or connect with what it is that you are desiring in this moment. So you may find that you are very rigid around your structure strategy. You have a structure or strategy in your business, but there's no flexibility to do things in a different way. And this could be in your offers, this could be in your content, it could be in your sales calls, or really any aspect of your business where you feel like if you're doing it differently, you're doing it wrong, and it doesn't feel good, right? You don't enjoy it, but you feel like you need to be doing it that way. The disempowered may set unrealistic expectations for yourself based on what you think you should be doing. And then you get angry at yourself for not being able to see them through, right? And it's also kind of this idea that we need to be everywhere all at once, right? To build our business. It may feel like you need to control everything, right? You may work many hours and hustle because that gives you a feeling of control, like you're doing something. Okay. You may feel uncomfortable in the downtime, like you're missing something, or you should be doing something to grow your business, which is not the same as working hard and being focused. Okay. Because it has more of an energy of if I don't do this, my business is going to fall apart. or I'm going to miss out on a client, or I'm going to miss out on a sales opportunity, as an example. Okay. Um, you may feel like you're missing out some bit of knowledge or strategy that other people have, because the disempowered masculine really focuses on strategy, information, or logistics. So you may get easily distracted in shiny object syndrome, or take a ton of courses that you don't take action on, believing that you need more knowledge or preparation or a certification. um, and you may also feel stuck because maybe you want to do something different or move in a different direction, but you don't know how, right? And you think that you need more qualifications in order to do that. All of these are symptoms that really come from the idea of not being enough. That's what the underlying piece here is: needing to be more, needing to give more, needing to do more, right? Doing more makes us feel like we have greater control over the outcome, but it is exactly what is keeping us stuck. So let me know if you can relate to any of those. Um, and so the masculine energy, you may often lack clarity. Okay. A lot of people tell me that they are lacking clarity in their business because they're overthinking, and they believe that they need more knowledge to take action instead of trusting their intuition. Okay. The masculine energy can sometimes feel that pressure to be the provider, the hunter gatherer. Okay. Sales can sometimes feel cold, transactional, or awkward because the focus is on the end results rather than the connection that we're making with the person. Instead of really being present with the person we're talking to and leading with our heart, we may be trying to follow a script or a template. Okay. And the flip side here, if we don't have enough of the male energy, we may feel stuck or stagnant. We don't feel motivated, focused, or take action on our goals. We may force ourselves to take action or motivate, but it's not because we feel excited or inspired, more because we think that it's what we're supposed to be doing. And this energy, of course, is the fastest way to burn out because it lacks the connection with the feminine energy of desire, inspiration, creativity, and intuition. Okay. So if you're feeling like you are in the masculine mostly, you might be feeling exhausted or uninspired, pushing. I want to challenge you to take a step back and slow down. Okay. Sometimes we have to slow down to speed up. Sometimes taking that time from doing all the things and go, 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 just to allow ourselves to plug into the things that bring us joy and to just get into a really good, nurturing, joyous, energetic state, right? Allowing you some space to connect with your own intuition or to feel into whatever is wanting to come through. When we are constantly going, our mind is busy, and we're doing, we can't hear our own quiet nudges or connect with inspired ideas because our mind is so crowded out. And so it might start with just meditating or journaling or listening to your favorite music or going for a walk and connecting in nature, asking yourself, what do I desire right now? And in my programs, we use a lot of mindfulness practice and meditation to help slow the mind and to connect with the present moment and your intuition so that you can actually hear what it is trying to come through. So that when you do take that action, it is from a place of inspiration. Okay. Now, what does the empowered masculine look like? The empowered masculine is energy, is focus, it's commitment, it's motivation, it's courage. It's the structure and the strategy and the boundaries which we need in order to hit a goal, right? Having work-life family boundaries so that your attention and your energy is not scattered. You can be 100% present and focused on whatever it is that you're doing. You can be more productive and get more done in 3 hours of focused time versus 8 hours of unfocused, scattered time, right? When you don't have those boundaries. Plus, your relationships don't suffer because you're able to leave your work behind when you are with your family time. Masculine energy is the action taker, right? Let's say that I have all these amazing gifts and ideas for my business, but I don't take action. I don't have any structure or strategy. And so the masculine energy is really the container that holds the ideas and acts on them. And it's what allows the inspiration to take shape. It's the energy of bravery and courage to implement the idea before we have proof or a guarantee that it's going to work, right? It's that courage to take that imperfect action. And so I want you to really think about what are 1 to 2 shifts that you can make either in your life or business right now in order to step more into your empowered masculine, right? Which of these areas do you feel like you could benefit from making some changes in or focusing around? Okay. And I want to introduce you to my amazing client, Vanessa, who was able to turn her passion and purpose into profit without all the hustle, grind, and exhaustion that she was used to. She is absolutely crushing it in her business now that she has created her magnetic business blueprint and is attracting her soul clients with less work. And so before Vanessa enrolled in my program, she had created a signature program, but something just felt off. She said that she was doing all the tactical things, but nothing was working and everything just felt hard, like she was pushing a boulder up a hill. She had tried looking at her program in many different ways with a bunch of different coaches and, shared that doing the soul searching work with me to get into alignment with what she truly wanted for her life and her business is the actual work that she needed. And she said she had been ignoring her instincts and really relying on the masculine strategies. As a result, her business and life had fallen out of alignment. She wasn't showing up for her family in the way she wanted to. And so together we worked on really helping her to gain that clarity around her mission, her soul aligned niche, as well as how to communicate with her clients in a way that felt really authentic, that felt really aligned with her core values. Really we worked on identifying and releasing those limiting beliefs and blocks that were keeping her stuck. And now, she says her business is 100% in alignment. Clients are literally finding her despite the fact that she has dialed back her sales driven activities. And her business is just absolutely exploded. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about what the disempowered feminine looks like. Okay. Or, where this may apply. Let me know in the comments, which of these apply to you. Disempowered feminine is really about worrying about what others are thinking, making decisions based on how people might perceive you. This is the energy that might hold you back from offering a new service or, even consistently promoting the offers that you do have. Okay. The energy that makes it hard to express what you truly want to say or doubts whether what you have to say is valuable enough for people to want to listen, right? The energy that impacts how you create content and show up on social media, it might hold you back from doing a Facebook Live, right? Or it might be the reason why you find that it takes you a long time to write just one social media post because you're worried about how it may sound or who might be judging you or if there's enough value in it, right? You may doubt whether others will pay for your service or whether you're giving them enough value. And because of that, you may find yourself lowering your prices or keeping them at the same place for like 10 years. Many of you are throwing everything in the kitchen sink into your offers to compensate and feel like you are giving enough value because you're questioning whether what you have is enough, right? On the flip side of this, is that even though you may question if people are going to pay, you may also feel resentful about how much you're charging, right? Like, so that you're showing up and you're overgiving and you're undercharging and you're feeling resentful around that, but you don't feel that sense of confidence or certainty around raising the price, because either you've had money objections from people haven't seen the value in the past, or you just, question, whether those people are out there or exist. Okay. Disempowered feminine energy, you may have a difficult time managing your emotions. You may attach your own sense of worth or value to whether or not someone buys. Anybody relate to that? And so there's this energy of people pleasing and overgiving and perfectionism and self-judgment, right? That often happens. And so you may be choosing a niche or putting together offers based on what you think others need or want, or what you think you should be doing versus what you really want to be doing. Okay. And you may be used to giving in your life, right? But not comfortable with receiving. Anybody relate to that? Because how we show up in our life is how we show up in our business. So where in your life maybe are you giving, and not comfortable receiving, or not used to receiving, right? That can create a block as it pertains to money and abundance and receiving abundance. And so disempowered feminine energy allows our emotions to dictate decisions in our business and can often stop us from showing up confidently. Okay. So for those of you who are relating to this and feeling like you are, maybe in this disempowered feminine, you have lots of ideas, but you don't maybe have a plan to take action on it, or you don't feel confident taking action on it. Or maybe in the disempowered feminine energy who feels like she has to hold back from saying what she really wants to say or offering what she really wants to offer, who's afraid of being judged or criticized. Recognizing that we can either act from a place of fear or empowerment, right? One of the questions that I like to ask my clients is, if success were guaranteed, would I still be offering what I am offering? And in the way that I'm offering it, right? Would I still be charging what I'm charging? Would I be working with the same types of clients, right? What would shift in my business right now from your offers to your pricing, to your niche, to your marketing, to your sales process? What would shift in my business right now if I knew that success were guaranteed, that I could not fail? Okay. And I want you to ask yourself, if you're having trouble taking that next step, you have all the ideas of things you want to do, but you're afraid of putting yourself out there, or you don't know how it's all going to come together. What is the next most empowered step that I can take to build my business authentically, right? Fear aside, if fear and doubt were not in the mix, taking that out, out of the mix, success is guaranteed. What is the next most empowered step that I can take to build my business authentically, to bring my vision to fruition? So if your idea is, let's just say, to create a program, right, or a course, or put together a signature method or a package, and I have this vision, but I don't know how to make it happen, what is one single step forward? Is it creating the outline? Is it brainstorming all the topics that you want to include? Is it reaching out to a friend or somebody else who you know who's done this, a mentor, and asking what they did? What's the next step? Focusing on just that next step helps us to eliminate the overwhelm of having to do all the things to make it happen or figure it all out right now, right? And what I also like to ask my clients is, what is the path of least resistance that I can take right now to make my vision a reality? So what is the easiest path of least resistance that allows me to just take action right now? Okay. Now, let's talk a little bit about what the empowered feminine energy looks like. She's my favorite. Okay. So the empowered feminine energy is the one that creates from desired passion, creativity, and intuition. She is the one that goes with the flow and is open to new ways of doing things. She feels deeply connected to her work and she knows her worth. She dreams, she visualizes, and she creates from the depths of her soul. She is emotionally resilient. She gives herself grace and she takes care of her needs on every level. She nurtures herself and she gives to others from a place of desire, not obligation. And when we're in the empowered feminine, we feel excited and inspired into action. We are listening to our own intuition and designing our business and our offers from what we feel passionate about right now, rather than what we think we should be doing. When we have the feminine energy balanced with the masculine, we are internally motivated to take action or to work because we are connected to why we're doing this to begin with. We're starting from a place of excitement and passion, and we're tapped in to our own intuition around what our audience needs right now and what we desire to create. So we're not forcing ourselves to write emails and create content or show up. Rather, we're moving into action from a space of inspiration. We're so connected to ourselves and to the world around us that we see themes or we have experience that we want to share with our audience. We feel pulled to write content, to speak our authentic truth with our audience, not from a place of I have to, rather, I want to. I feel passionate about this topic right now. And so it just flows through us. The ideas just flow right through us. And we move into this space of ease. I want to highlight another incredible client of mine, Kristen. When Kristen came to me, she was feeling exhausted in her business. She was building her business based on what she thought she should be doing instead of what was feeling exciting to her right now. And so through working together, she discovered that she was out of alignment in her business, and that's why she wasn't feeling excited, inspired, or motivated to build her business. She had created a program based on what she thought people wanted and needed, but not what she was lit up about. And so she had people interested in that foundational program, but she was practically talking them out of enrolling. She didn't feel motivated to create content, to connect with potential clients, or to do the income producing activities in her business because she wasn't excited about what she was selling. And so going through my program gave her the clarity and confidence that she needed to move into the direction of her dreams. And that is exactly what she did. In just a few short weeks, Kristen put together her dream program, and she offered it to 12 people. 8 of them said yes. This resulted in over 10K in sales on her first run of the program without a webinar, without a challenge, without a formal launch. It's because she was so magnetic, because she was so lit up about what it is that she was doing. And she let go of the bullshit that she had been taught around what business needed to look like. And then she just stepped truly into her power. Okay. So, as you can see, we need both the empowered masculine and the empowered feminine. We need to be specific in a niche so we can stand out from the crowd, but we also need that niche to reflect our own desires, passions, and gifts. We need to take action, but we want to take it from a place of inspiration and desire, not because we're forcing ourselves to show up. We need structure and strategy, but we also need to be open and flexible to shift into what feels good and to go with the flow as new information comes in. We need to create a vision and dream of what we most desire, but then we need to set goals, make a plan, and take inspired action. We need a system or a sales path to follow, but we need one that feels aligned and authentic to us. And we need focus, commitment to our work, but we also need boundaries around our time to relax, to recharge, and to nurture our own energies. Okay. Now, what I have found is that most people, when they first start a business, step into the doing, into the masculine, into the strategy, into the structure. I need a website. I need a logo. I need to set up my social media. I need to figure out what my offers are, how to price them, what my sales strategy is going to be, what kind of technology I need to host my course in. Okay. All of these things are logistics needed for what you do. which is the masculine, instead of first starting with the feminine, which is the why you do it. And as Simon Sinek says, people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. People want to feel inspired by you. They want to feel your confidence and your passion around what you're offering and why you're offering it. They want to know that you are excited about what it is that you're doing, and they want to feel aligned with your core values and your mission. And that is the energy that is going to catapult the action that you take and magnetize your entire business. So much like Vanessa, who had all the strategies and the logistics, but wasn't connecting with her heart and soul of her business. She wasn't building the foundations of the business in an energy that aligned with what she truly desired and with a structure that allowed her to be fully present and showing up for her family in the way that she wanted to. Okay. So we must first begin with the feminine. The feminine energy is the essence or the soul of your business. It is the driving force. It is the energy of creation and connection to your purpose, the energy of what is exciting to you right now. It is your core values and your mission, your soul aligned niche, which is about who you feel called to serve and in what way you want to serve them. The soul of your business is how we create magnetic messaging, content, and offers. When we don't do that, that is when we get out of alignment with what we are offering or how we are showing up. When you know your mission, your why, your niche, and what is most exciting to you right now, you can then infuse that energy all throughout your entire business. So when you go to create the website, the branding, the content, you're able to infuse that into everything to make it magnetic. And that is the energy that people are going to feel from you. That is how they're going to get to know who you are, to trust you can help them, and to feel safe to take those next steps with you. When you are connected with your unique life purpose messages, your passions, your desires, your zone of genius, then you are able to create offers that reflect those things and that you are in love with, and that your soul clients are in love with too, and that you feel excited and energized by. Content creation doesn't have to feel heavy when you know who you are, who you're talking to, and why you're able to express yourself freely and unapologetically, right? When we don't have that deep understanding of the energy of our business, what drives us to get out of bed in the morning, what lights us up, and what our purpose is right now in this moment in time, our life, the energy in your business is stagnant, and everything that we do falls flat. When we try to put together offers without first tapping into our own desires and where we're feeling pulled, those offers fall flat, just like with Kristen. Once she was tapped into what she was truly feeling lit up about and tapped into her zone of genius, she was easily able to put together those offers, and she was able to sell them easily. Okay? And so everything that we create must first begin with intention or vision. If I want to build a house, I don't just jump right into creating the blueprint of the house and figuring out the structure, right? I have to first have a vision of what I want the house to look like. Do I want it to be a ranch? Do I want it to be a 2-story colonial with a master bedroom on the first floor? Do I want a pool in the backyard? I have to set out the intention for what it is that I want before I can get into the logistics of creating the blueprint of how to make it. And so one of the things that I tell my clients to do is to begin the month with intention, setting aside time to take a look at your calendar in the coming month and ask yourself, what am I feeling exciting about promoting this month? Is it my main offer that I want to enroll people in? Am I feeling a nudge to create something smaller or a paid workshop or even promote a one-to-one offer, right? What do I feel excited about talking to my audience about? What topics have I noticed are coming up a lot? How much space and bandwidth do I have around the rest of my life this month? And once you know what you want your month to look like, then you can start figuring out the logistics of how are you going to put it together? What form you want it to look like, right? Do I want to do lives? Is it easier to do written content? The logistics of how you're going to do that and the structure of your offers and your content and your sales process come second. It comes after you've tapped into what is it that I desire right now, and what is it that I feel passionate about in this moment? Where am I feeling pulled or called? Okay. And so, as you can see, a badass boss is her most powerful when she's building her business from both the empowered masculine and feminine, when she has the blend of these energies within, right? When she speaks her mind and her truth unapologetically, she knows her worth, right? When she feels so deeply connected to her life's work and she creates magnetic offers that she's in love with, and therefore so are her ideal clients. When she knows how to take inspired action to implement strategies that are in alignment with what feels good, she understands the structure of powerful content and lets her own voice and creativity flow. And she's so tapped into her own inner wisdom and desires of her audience that she channels content that is divinely inspired and speaks right to those that she is meant to serve. Everything that I talked about today is what I work with my clients on in the Selling from Your Soul Abundance Academy. We not only dive into the strategies, but the energy and the psychology that is driving your business and impacting your results right now. We get super clear on your unique and profitable niche, as well as how to create magnetic marketing messages that call in your soul clients and make working with you a no-brainer. We put together packages and programs step by step that align with your heart and that your clients not only get amazing results from, but want to refer people to you. I walk you through putting together your unique signature method and tap into your zone of genius so that you can communicate the value of what it is that you do with your ideal clients through your social media content, your sales pages, your webinars, and your sales conversations, or whatever way that you decide to sell in. And we work on building your confidence and your certainty as you go to offer your services, as well as find a unique sales path for you that captures your strengths and is in alignment with your core values so that you can easily move people from being interested into your paid offers. We work on creating compelling content that not only uses the exact language to call in your potential clients, but connects with them emotionally and inspires them to take action. And so this program is really perfect for you. This is who it's ideal for, okay? It's not ideal for everybody. But if you fit into one of these categories, chances are it's pretty good for you. Okay. If you're tired of trading time for money with one-off sessions and want to learn how to work smarter instead of harder by creating a rinse and repeat signature offer, course, coaching program, or process that you take your clients through to leverage your time while getting clients a better result, right? This is for you if you're just starting your business and you want to gain more clarity, confidence, and direction as you set up the foundation of your offers, your messaging, and your social media presence. This is for you if you've been in business for a while, but you're feeling a pull to switch directions or to pivot in who you serve, what your offers are, narrow your messaging, or shift the way you've been operating your business to feel more aligned to where you are right now. If you are feeling bored, exhausted, uninspired, lacking motivation, or feeling like you lack balance in your life and business, this is for you. Or if you're second guessing yourself, feeling like an imposter, unsure what your secret sauce is or how to communicate the value of your offer so that people are inspired to take action. And then lastly, I wanted to share with you a bit about one of my incredible clients, Dawn, who was stuck in a rut. She was scared to spend another dime in her business. When she came to me, she was frustrated with how much time and money she had spent in her business with little result to show for. She had been promoting her signature offer for a year and only sold one program, and it had been a year since she had sold it. And she was feeling a lot of pressure to make money to support the family. She had a lot of feelings of guilt around spending money on herself and questioned whether it was selfish of her to put her business needs first, right? But then once she understood that my program was unlike anything that she had done before. And that it was only really until she was able to work through these sabotaging patterns of feelings of low self-worth that she was, would confidently be able to implement the strategies in her business. She made that brave decision to take that chance on herself. And that decision really paid off within just a few weeks of joining the program, right? She really was stuck in a rut, but within just a few weeks of learning how to put together the strategy and structure around the masculine with the feminine of intuition, authenticity, and creativity. Within the first 2 weeks of enrolling, she sold 2 programs, high ticket programs, and it was really mind-boggling to her. Now, she went on to continue selling programs and she's crushing it. But I just wanted to kind of share that with you in case any of you are feeling a little bit resistant, which is completely understandable. Okay. So, manifestation through co-creation. I love this concept. And for those of you who have been in my world for some time, you may have heard me talk about this idea of manifestation through co-creation, which is really another way of looking at the masculine and feminine energies. When we manifest what it is that we desire, we don't just write affirmations and make a vision board and sit back, right? We have to harness the divine feminine who dreams and visualizes and imagines and goes within, who creates the intention of what it is that she wants and asks God, universe, source, whatever force you believe put you here, to create with her the energy that is connected to her deeper why, and who says, I really want to make this happen. I don't know how, but I trust that there is a way. And then the second half of manifestation is when the divine masculine energy takes action, when those doors open, when the answers arrive, who has the courage to take steps forward, when he's presented with opportunities and a path to success, who focuses, commits, and puts the work in. And so a lot of you have been praying for answers, and you've shared that with me, right? You've been asking for guidance in your business right now. You've been looking for a solution, a step-by-step plan to get unstuck. And I'm giving you that plan. I am literally empowering you to find those answers that are within. And I'm offering you a step-by-step way to build the business and the life that you desire and that you deserve. And one of my favorite quotes is, don't ask God to guide your footsteps if you aren't willing to move your feet. And I believe that if you are here today, it is because you are ready for change. You are ready for that next level of growth and evolution, personally, spiritually, and professionally. Your soul knows that you are being fully supported right now if you choose to move your feet. And whether that's with me or whether that's with someone else, it doesn't matter, right? If you choose, though, it is a choice. So I want to ask you, are you ready to move your feet and continue to walk this journey with me? Let me know in the comments. If not, that's okay too. If you're unsure, I want to make myself available to you. So for those of you who are ready to get started, I will leave the link to details. If you know that you are just ready to jump in, I will leave the link for the details to get started. If you're unsure if this is a good fit for you, here are the ways that we can connect. You can shoot me an email. You can find me on Facebook. I'm at Ali Sievewright. Send me a private message. I promise I won't bite. We can have a totally no pressure conversation. I want to make sure that this is a good fit for you just as much as you want to make sure that it is a good fit for you, right? I want to make sure that this is your most aligned steps, because it's not going to be right for everybody. And so when we have that conversation, we're really going to take a look at where you're at in your business, where you want to be, and if this is the next best step for you. If it's not, I will let you know that. Okay. So if you're unsure, shoot me a message. But if I have spoken to your soul today and you're like, I'm ready, I just feel it, right? Go ahead and hop in. And I'm just so grateful for you guys to be here today with me, and so appreciative of your time.